The snow is coming down so thick and fast that I can barely see more than a few feet in front of me. The wind is howling, slicing through my clothes like 1,000 tiny knives. I'm shivering uncontrollably, my teeth chattering so hard that my jaw feels like it's about to break. I wrapped my cloak tighter around my body, trying to keep out the cold. My feet were numb, my hands shaking. I had been walking for what felt like days, trying to find this village, to find these people that need my help. But now, my supplies were long gone, and I was starving. My strength was fading fast, my resolve faltering. As I wandered through the snow, I couldn't help but question my faith. I had devoted my life to serving God, but now I felt abandoned, alone in this frozen wasteland. My thoughts turned dark and bitter as the cold seeped into my bones, sapping my strength and will to live. I was starting to hallucinate, seeing things that couldn't possibly be real, things that I had tried so hard to forget. My faith was at its lowest ebb, and I began to wonder if there even was a God at all, or if it was all just a comforting lie I had told myself. I was lost, alone, and close to death, and for the first time in my life, I felt truly afraid. I had pushed myself too hard, and now I was paying the price. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, I heard a strange whisper on the wind. It was faint, almost imperceptible, but it was there. I turned in the direction of the sound, my eyes straining to see through the snow. I followed the sound, trudging through the knee-deep snow. It was hard to see through the blizzard, but I could just make out the outline of a village in the distance. Was this the village I had been looking for? I felt like I had been here before. Something familiar. The village seemed empty, with no signs of life. No lights or fires burning. But as I walked closer, I saw men, women, and children all standing out in the freezing cold. I approached them, trying to get their attention, but they didn't seem to notice me. They were mumbling strange words, their lips moving almost soundlessly in the cold. It was as if they were in a trance, their bodies frozen in place. I tried to move them, to shake them awake, but they were like statues, unyielding and unmoving. I continued through the town, the sense of unease growing inside me. The mumbling incantations followed me as I went, growing louder, a constant drone that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. Just ahead of me, I could see the ruins of a church. It looked like it had been burnt to the ground, and recently too. I approached the altar inside. What lay before me I could not make sense of. My head began to throb with an intense pain. Suddenly the incantation stopped. Silence. I turned around and saw that the whole town had gathered behind me, their eyes fixed on me. But it wasn't me they were looking at. It was something beyond me, something unseen. I turned back around to face the altar, my heart racing, and saw the demon standing before me. Its eyes burned with an otherworldly fire. Its mouth twisted into a grotesque smile. And as I looked on in horror, it reached out a hand towards me, beckoning me closer, welcoming me home.